On today's episode of One Up My News, Cyberpunk 2077's head writer leaves and goes to another company. Dead Space has been recreated in dreams, and a bunch of other great news. Enjoy the show.
So I just gave up on my pop filter.
Good. I mean,
I was like,
it doesn't sound bad.
Yeah, I couldn't. I was like, I'm tired of it. So I don't know. Maybe if I come across one, I'll pick one up. I know I should probably have one. So if it does sound different, I guess I apologize. But yeah, I couldn't deal with it. Actually, wait, I'm an idiot. I forgot.
I forgot. You actually ordered a new pop filter?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I fixed it though.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
I hear you putting it
This is
on.
the second time I've put this on live.
It actually doesn't sound that bad in the podcast either. So
Is this gonna tighten?
you got a righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Thank you.
Sometimes I forget, man.
Dude, did you hear that? I didn't want to put this in the news. We started to. Oh, excuse me. Actually, I had to give credit where credit is due. Jake, the guy who's been on the podcast a few times, actually had the I don't want to say common sense. I want to say he actually wasn't a lazy pile of crap like me, and actually decided to actually look at this thing and like tighten it up on the inside. But I'll take claim to say I did it. But do you hear about this? It's kind of cool, I guess. But Farming Simulator, like the farming game,
Yeah.
is apparently getting an esports franchise league thing.
Dude, I'm going to quit my day job and become a farming
Right.
esports pro. I did watch almost half an hour.
Esports. Go ahead. Sorry.
I did almost watch half an hour of someone playing that game yesterday. And I thought, why? Why do people play this? And then I thought, okay, it's kind of like a realistic Minecraft. And
I like farming simulators. I've never played. Animal Crossing is similar. Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley.
I think it's up to 19. Farming Simulator 19, and I'm kind of just like, and I honestly kind of thought about it, and I was like, should I play this game? And I was like,
honestly, I would probably like it.
I think I would too, and I kind of want to play it.
And it's not the 19th game. It's like 2019.
Yeah, exactly.
I heard somebody was like, "There's 19 of these." I'm like, no. It's like the Madden franchises.
Yeah,
although there's been 19 of those probably.
And obviously, there's people that are buying these. People love these games apparently. And I was, I didn't go to that deep into a dive of it. I didn't go check out the Reddit or the Twitter or anything or Twitch. But I do know that people stream this game because I'd stumbled upon a stream of
apparently,
it once before.
I think I saw that the most popular one was like it's like old. It's one of the it's a couple years old. Is the more popular one.
So I mean, it is on PC, and my PC can handle pretty much anything. So I have thought about getting it, and I might play it, but definitely after.
Apparently, the Giant Software, who is the developer, is launching a farming simulator league, which is a competitive pro league with a 250,000 euro prize pool.
That's where it's popular, in the people with the euros, because it's definitely not the United States.
People with the euros.
Well, I figured that's the polite way of saying all that instead of incorrectly grouping people together. So.
Each event in the tournament series will offer prizes and circuit points that will take the best teams into a 100,000, I want to say euro grand prize finale.
I wonder how
so Giant, the developer, has sponsored or partnered with Logitech, Intel, and Noble Chairs.
What?
So,
oh my gosh.
Two massive companies and a Noble Chairs, which is a chair company that I know about.
Yeah.
I know a few people who are sponsored by them, and will work with service provider Nitrado.
I think that's how you say it. That's how I'd say it.
Hosting and streaming. Tournament games will run in Farming Simulator 19. So if you're on one of those older games, you better step it up. And will expand from bale stacking, to a competitive 3v3 mode where teams will challenge each other to determine who is the best on the field.
Wow.
This is fascinating.
Okay, we have to cover this, or I'm at least going to watch a stream of it, because I want to see. I'm more interested in this tournament than I am the Overwatch League right now, because they fired some of my favorite players. But that's beside the point. €1 is equal to $1.14 in United States money.
Yeah, the euro is better than the it's worth more than the dollar.
Yeah. Excuse me. That was a baby burp.
Yeah, that's a very.
That was rude.
I don't know. I thought it was interesting. Not that, but we do have some games for y'all. Resident Evil 2 actually came out last week, but we forgot to tell y'all.
Sorry.
Sorry about that.
Sorry.
It looks really good though. It's on the PS4, Xbox One, and the PC. If you were interested in that at all, I would recommend it. It's a very gory game, so if you're squeamish, maybe don't play it. But I have recently, in the past year or so, become a very big Resident Evil fan.
I'm so proud of you.
Extremely excited for this game.
We
also have the perhaps the biggest release of the year in Kingdom Hearts 3, perhaps the biggest release of this decade. I can't believe Kingdom Hearts 3 is finally out. It will come out the day after we release this podcast. We still have precious few days until it comes out.
Please be careful with spoilers. Please be careful. The embargo is up. There's stuff everywhere. Just open the podcast app, listen to this, but don't do anything else. Like stay off Twitter, stay off Instagram.
I have heard
just be careful.
Good things.
I haven't seen anything.
I had to look on Metacritic, so it was kind of hard to completely avoid that.
But before
it's on PS4 and Xbox One as well.
Yes.
Xbox fans, you can get your Kingdom Hearts if you don't have a PS4.
There you go. Before we roll into some February releases, because it is almost the end of the month, we wanted to let people know about the things coming up in February, so you can prep your bank accounts and schedule your time for these wonderful things. Piranha Plant is going to be supposed to be coming out on the 31st of January for Smash Ultimate. There's different ways you can get it if you order the game.
Get him for free right now, yes. I believe, or just look. We tried to figure this out. It's weirdly complicated, but if you have the digital copy of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate right now, you don't have to do anything else. You will just get him.
Correct.
If you bought the game physically, you can still get it, but you have free. Yes, for free, but you have to register your account with the game. But I believe January 31st is the last day you can get him for free.
So definitely look it up. If you don't like reading articles, I'm sure there's YouTube videos on it. So just type in, how to get Piranha Plant for free, and I'm sure there's tons of videos on it. But rolling into February releases, on February 1st, coming out on Steam, Switch, PS4, and Xbox One, it's going to be Wargroove, the beautifully designed, wonderful symphonies that is Wargroove. It's a real-time strategy game that's built for Advanced War fans and Fire Emblem.
I think it's mainly built for Advanced War fans because Nintendo is supporting Fire Emblem is a very healthy franchise right now.
Yes,
it's doing very well, but oh my gosh, Advanced Wars on the other hand hasn't had a new game in quite a while.
They just kind of dropped off the map. So I am so thankful that this is coming out. It looks amazing. It's beautiful. I'm definitely going to get it. I might pre-order it. Who knows? It depends on how deep I am into Kingdom Hearts 3. It comes out in
just less than a week. So.
Yeah, I know. So, but I've been debating on, do I get it on Switch or do I get it on PC?
I would probably get it on Switch. I need to play more PC games. Right now, the only PC games I play for some reason are competitive games, but I have Cuphead, and I have I'm saying I like a lot. I have a Hat in Time. I've got some really good games I need to play, but
I still haven't got into Cuphead. I need to get that. I also need to buy an Xbox 360 controller for this game I'm trying to play, but I'll talk about that on One Up Me.
But yeah, we also have Life is Strange 2, Episode 2. If you're interested in that is out now on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And then finally we have the Anthem Open Beta is going to be available from the 1st of February until the 3rd. Once again for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. I do apologize. Some kind of closed beta was going on this past week, and once again we forgot to mention it. But I'm assuming if you pre-order the game or whatever you had to do, you probably already knew about it. Either way, we should have said something, and I do apologize. Moving on to the main course, we got some, I don't know, I guess actual news. That sounds weird to say. News besides game releases. How about that?
There you go. Oh,
my gosh. I'm just realizing. So this is the second time we're recording this. My PC wasn't recording for some reason. We didn't record the whole thing, but anyway, I closed a couple of the news topics.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
While
I'm
he does
that,
that, it's okay. While he opens that, some news that I thought I didn't know if this was out or not, so I googled it while Ryan was talking. The Jump Force Open Beta was they canceled the last 2 sessions, so the new sessions are I'm gonna tell you about. They just straight up canceled them, like the last 2 sessions. So the new sessions for Jump Force Open Beta Test was going to be taking place on PS4 and Xbox One. Session 1 is going to be on January 29th from 8 to 1300. You're going to have to convert these times. I will link this in the show notes. But I just wanted to let you guys know while you're listening to this so you can put it in your calendar.
From 8 to 1300, what is that?
I guess they're doing military time. I'm not sure. Because all the rest, they are doing military time. Okay, so the second session is going to be January 30th from 5 to... Okay, all these are European times, by the way. It says it in little small print. Okay, so January 30th is going to be the second session from 5 to 10. They don't have AM or PM. I assume it's 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. The third session is going to be February 2nd from 1600 to 2100. All these are in European times. Like
some of these in military time, but some of them not.
I don't know. Who knows? I guess it's just different times. But as we said before, when we talked about the beta, there's going to be 17 playable characters and 5 stages. This was announced on the Bandai Namco EU Twitter. I don't know if this is going to be available for our US people.
Also, speaking about Jump Force, they had some new characters release, or I think they had some Dragon Age. Is that?
Yeah, I believe
not Dragon
so.
Age. Dragon Age is BioWare. Dragon Quest characters. Like they've had several characters. They released Kakashi. They say Kakashi is going to be announced as well. Sorry, just wanted to throw out that they're continuing to say more and more characters are coming. Exactly.
So this game is going to be incredible. I honestly don't know if this is going to be available for people in the U.S., but I just want to tell people, if you have somebody that's in the EU or you want to try it out during these times.
We do have some listeners that are overseas.
Exactly. So if you want to check it out, I will link this in the show notes for you under new games, so you can just click on it and take you to this tweet so you can see the pictures, and I'll have that out for you. And I'll probably just go to my personal Twitter account and retweet it too, just so it's out there so people know about it. But let's roll back into the news.
All right, so we got this is almost as weird as the farming simulator. Some limited edition Kingdom Hearts 3 Pro, like the console, pre-orders were canceled according to the GameStop Twitter. They said, due to an error, we oversold on pre-orders for the limited edition Kingdom Hearts 3 PlayStation 4 Pro, and unfortunately, some orders had to be canceled. Guests who had, guests who had an order canceled will receive a $25 gift coupon. We apologize for the inconvenience and frustration this has caused. This is very weird to me, mainly because pre-orders, at least I thought pre-orders, were supposed to be a way to count how many copies of a game to have in store the day of, or like the day before the game releases. But this is a limited edition console, so they already know how many are going to be available. I would assume, like worldwide. So
exactly
but I understand why you but pre-order. I don't know. It's weird.
It's stupid.
How did they oversell on something that they knew the amount they were going to have?
Well, at Sonic Mega on Twitter has the answer. The error is that you force employees to sell as many pre-orders as they could in order to hit company-established quotas, the same quotas you use to fire them if they aren't met on a regular basis. This isn't a new error. You've been doing it for years at their and our expense. And it's just like, I mean, yeah, I get where he's coming from. It sucks for the people that wanted to play this game, that were depending on this pre-order to get this mediocre-looking PS4 Pro.
Yeah, I don't even really like it. I mean, I don't hate it. I just don't. I don't find it that appealing. Yeah, so if you were like trying to buy this console as if you didn't have a PS4 especially, now you have to buy a PS4 again.
And the game. But I will say, if for some reason your GameStop doesn't have it, do not, I repeat, do not buy this console off eBay. It will not be worth it. It'll be too much money. I just wanted to do that little PSA. I just like reminding people that scalpers are a thing. Just be careful with your money. So, that's all.
It's very kind of you.
So this next piece of news is coming from Game Informer. Demon's Souls remake might not be out of the question. I feel so sorry.
The only reason I know how to pronounce this game is because I watch somebody who plays some of his games a lot on Twitch. It's I might be mispronouncing this. I believe it's Hidetaki Miyazaki.
I practiced this while I was reading this article.
I know how to pronounce his last name because I hear people talk about it all the time on a bunch of podcasts and stuff.
Exactly. But so the genius behind Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and the upcoming Sekiro Shadows Die Twice shared with Game Informer his thoughts on a remake. Miyazaki said, quote,
"Oh my gosh." Jordan wrote Hidetaki said, but he changed it. It's funny. It's funny.
Sorry about that cut right there. We like telling you it's a cut so you don't get confused that your ears are playing tricks on you or something. No, there's definitely a cut right there.
Masters at editing.
Exactly.
I mean, Jordan is, but he doesn't want to, do it too good. So
yeah, exactly. I don't try to make this
if he actually did it as good as he could, you would just think we were sitting beside you.
Exactly. I did that once or twice on a couple episodes, and I was like, I spent 4 hours on this. I'm not doing this anymore. So that was just a guy that knocked on the door. He's probably going to come back through here, so there'll probably be another cut sometime. He's like doing something on my balcony with like a ladder and a tool. I don't really know. Who knows? They do whatever they want around here with ladders and tools, so whatever. And if you hear another noise, it's probably some dude that's like welding my stairs. I don't really care. I'm just glad they're getting a paycheck. I'm just trying to do a podcast. Let's get back into this Demon Souls.
We're talking about Demon Souls, right?
Exactly. So Demon Souls was telling Game Informer that a remaster might be...
Game Informer?
Yeah. Demon Souls, the game, was telling Game Informer that, a remake might not be out of the question. And Miyazaki, I don't know where I'm going to cut this, so I'm just going to read the quote again, because why not? Hidetaki said, quote, "If it was a studio that really loved the original work and really put their heart and soul into realizing it again, then that's something I would enjoy." So I think that's a great quote from the wonderful creator, the genius behind all these great games that people love. Granted, I haven't played any of them. I just know people that love them, and I know he did a really good job because I've watched some gameplays of it, and I just know how many people's heart he's touched. So, no, this isn't a definitive, hey, we are remaking this game.
This is saying basically From Software is not making it, though.
Exactly. If there was going to be a remake, From Software wouldn't do it, like Ron just said, and that another company could do it, which is I'm okay with, sure.
He also talks about how the idea of a remaster gives him butterflies in his stomach and makes him nervous. I mean, this is like his baby. I believe this is the first game he worked on, especially in like a head honcho capacity.
Yeah. So I definitely see where he's coming from. I wouldn't want to go back and try to recreate something that so many people love.
Sony owns the IP, so it's kind of up to them what happens. I would be down with it because I never played it. It's a PS3 exclusive, so I would have to buy a PS3 or something, and I don't know. I'm not gonna do that.
Exactly. So I think it's a cool thing. Good for you know, like we said, it's not set in stone. It's definitely not. It's one of those that's up in the air. So, but keep your eye to the ground. You know, if you want a Demon Souls remake, it might happen. It might not. But if it doesn't, at least we still have the original game to play. But moving on to some Destructoid news. This is I'm actually kind of cool. Kind of excited about this.
Did you just say I'm cool?
Yeah, you are cool.
No, you said you literally said I'm cool.
Yeah. I'm
kind of cool.
So there was another cut right there. The guy just went back through, and then he told me the terrible news. Hey, we're going to be working on your floor a lot, so people are going to be coming through here a lot. And I'm tempted just to leave the doors straight open, but, you know, then y'all would get all kinds of noise that I don't want your ears to be subjected to because, you know, there's outside noise. But anyway, Destructoid put out a wonderful article about the Kingdom Hearts Orchestra announced its world tour dates. So starting in April, the Kingdom Hearts Orchestra World of Trace concert will visit Japan, the US, Australia, Brazil, and several European countries, among others. The itinerary of the tour is available now, but is subject to change. The tickets for all shows except Japan go on sale January 30th. They will be available at the official site of the show promoter La Fee Sauvage. It's French, but it translates to like the wildflower or the wild butterfly, or it doesn't matter. It's going to be in the show notes. You can click on it. I'm pretty excited. I'm personally probably going to try to go to the Atlanta show.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I saw this and I immediately wanted to try to go. It depends on how much the tickets are. I also can't see how much the tickets are until January 30th. So I'll definitely let y'all know if I end up going to this or not, or if I buy tickets for it. But, you know, it depends if the tickets are, you know,
reasonable.
If they're less, if they're reasonable. Like if they're less than 100, I'll probably end up going. But if they're more than 100, I'm not gonna do that because, you know, like travel expenses. You know, I have to travel up to Atlanta, get a place.
Yeah.
Also the ticket, you know, food, etc. So, but this is really cool. Obviously, we're not going to go through all the venues and the dates and everything. They're going to be in the show notes. But this looks awesome. I know one of our mutual friends is interested in going to Atlanta, so maybe I can team up with him and go to it. But there's been tons of great orchestras they've done that in Final Fantasy. I know there's a Metal Gear
there's
orchestra.
There's a Legend of Zelda one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's tons, and I've always wanted to go to one of these, but I was kind of just like, eh. But when I saw the Kingdom Hearts one, I was like, I definitely want to go to this. Like, if I can try to go to this, I can. Fortunately, I'm not going to be able to go to E3 in June, so I want to try to go to this because that seems like it'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, it might be cool. I'm not gonna go, but it would be probably pretty cool. I don't know if I'd want to be around a bunch of people, the kind of people who would want to go to a Kingdom Hearts orchestra. But
yeah, I actually thought about that myself because, you know, I'd probably dress nicer than normal, you know, like a tucked in shirt, you know, some slacks, etc. But, you know, if people are gonna be wearing t-shirts, it's kind of just like, you know, it blends very unique crowds together. People that enjoy orchestras and classical style music, and people that enjoy, you know, videos.
It's probably a bunch of weaves.
Yeah.
Being honest.
It's definitely. I'm curious to see what the crowd at that event would be like. So.
All right. Next up, we got some Cyberpunk 2077 news. Head writer has left the company to join Blizzard, according to PC Gamer. Sebastian Stepien, it looks like, who was the creative director of The Witcher 3 and was a narrative/setting director on the upcoming Cyberpunk 2077, revealed on LinkedIn that he is now has a new job as a creative director of Blizzard's California office.
I don't know how I feel about this. It's weird.
What?
I was just thinking about how weird this is. I mean, yeah, we saw the demo of Cyberpunk 2077. It looks like the narrative and the story is pretty polished. Hopefully he finished all his work on Cyberpunk 2077 before he jumped over to Blizzard. But I don't know. I don't know what Blizzard's doing. You know, I guess they need all the help they can get right now with Bungie splitting up with Activision. So who knows? Maybe he'll do some good stuff over there.
Well, that's got nothing to do with Blizzard.
I know, but I don't know. Cyberpunk 2077 is like this baby that I didn't know I wanted, that I love, and I want to see what happens with it. But, you know, every time I hear something about it, I'm like, what's going to happen. So
Yeah, hopefully this means that the story and settings are mostly done.
yeah, that's pretty much
You
what
can take it like that.
exactly. That's pretty much what I got from this. That's really all all there is to the article. Just that he went from working at CD Projekt Red and now he works at Blizzard. So hopefully he'll do a wonderful job at Blizzard and we'll get some more narrative and stories and stuff over there. So that's pretty great.
Blizzard obviously doesn't really do single player games. But I mean they have stories, you know. So maybe we can go help them do some Diablo Immortal stuff.
Yeah, they need all the help they can get. Moving on to an article from Nintendo Everything. The Smite Founders Pack is now available on Nintendo Switch. So if you didn't know, Smite is going to be available on Nintendo Switch. Currently, it has 99 gods to play as. It's a mobile-style game. It looks pretty cool. I actually played it for the first time a couple days ago, but I'll talk about that more on Why Not Me. So a friend recommended it to me. I think it's really cool that Smite's Battleground of the Gods is going to be on Switch because that's just another game you can enjoy with your friends locally or, on the go, and looks pretty cool.
MOBA, right?
Yep, it is a MOBA. It's a arena-style MOBA. So there's lanes, but think of it like being like you have a portal and they have a portal, and you got to protect those portals, and then you just kind of fight 1v1 or each team kind of a thing. Like you can have 5 gods versus 5 gods. So they have like Japanese gods and Norse gods and Greek gods, like tons of gods. Like I said, there's 99 gods in the game, which is a ton to play as. There's tons of different people to play as. It is, I hate comparing it to League, but that's the easiest way to help people understand what it is. I say it's like League.
More like Paragon than League.
Yeah, I'd say, because you actually control like your character with WSAD, and then you use like 1, 2, 3, and 4, or whatever you bind the abilities to use abilities to attack and different stuff like that. So you can buy items that you can buy items during the match to increase your hero during that battle. So if you wanted,
you're like more zoomed in on your character.
Yeah, you actually control it with WSAD, and you point to it's like a tab targeting sort of thing.
Really popular game.
It is. So I think it's cool coming to Switch. Like I said, I played it on PC a little bit. It's interesting experience. But that's really it for the Smite Founders Pack. I don't know if it'll still be available when you listen to this, but check it out if you enjoyed the game and you want to check it out on Switch.
I'm sure to be available. Why don't they take it down?
I don't know. Who knows? Sometimes betas are weird. Now that you say it out loud, that's a good point.
Beta? Wait, the Founders Pack is like... Isn't that something you have to buy?
Yes, the Founders Pack, it gives... The game is free to play. But if you purchase the Smite Founders Pack, you'll be given access to the beta, which is happening on the 24th of January, which is already passed. So... It's
okay.
one.
Okay, yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Exactly. So I don't know if the Founders Pack. I'm sure it'll still be available because they like making money, and the game is free to play. But there is, you can buy skins and different stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see what they got. But if you have a Switch, check it out. It's another free game that you can play with your friends. It's definitely seems fun.
Next up, we have an article by Screen Rant. The beloved game Dead Space has been remade in the upcoming Dreams beta, which is kind of ironic because Dead Space is definitely not a dream. So doing the Dreams beta, like we said, somebody actually recreated the Dead Space game. This is really cool. Highly recommend looking this up.
Yeah, definitely. You can just Google, or you can just click on the article that we're going to link in the show notes, and you can check it all out. This literally blew my mind when I was trying to type up thoughts about this because I just couldn't comprehend how someone could do this. And then I watched some gameplay of Dreams and I was like, okay, it makes sense now because obviously we talked about this on the show before. Ryan introduced me to the game Dreams and then we obviously discussed it. But this is a awesome recreation. It definitely shows how far Dreams can go in the creative aspect. So it's going to be...
This gives me, I guess, hope for the game. Although
yeah,
I don't know if I'll play it or not, but...
I think for me personally, I don't think I'm going to play it either, but I do feel it'll be a really cool interactive game that will provide tons of content for people on Twitch and also YouTube, because people can create whatever you want really in there, different items and all this other rigmarole. But I think it'll be a really cool experience to be watching your favorite Twitch streamer and be like, hey, make the floor lava. And, and then another person's like, well, make a bridge, different stuff like that. I think it'll be a cool interactive experience and entertainment for all the people playing and also enjoying the content being created in the game. So I think that's going to be fun for people to enjoy.
I tend to agree. I don't know how well it's going to sell, but I think this at least gives me hope that the game will be interesting.
Game Informer tells us that the Switch is not going to be getting a revision. People have been speculating that the Switch will be getting a new model this year, and it seems that that's just not in the cards. Nintendo President Shotaro Furukawa says he still believes in the 20 million sales they predicting for this fiscal year. Quote, it is an extremely ambitious but worthwhile achievement, end quote. Why can I not say this gentleman's name? Furukawa. Oh my gosh.
Furukawa?
Furukawa. Man, okay, there we go. Furukawa said, quote, so we will not maintain this goal. Nintendo Switch is our prime.
We will maintain this goal.
Thank you so much. So we will maintain this goal. Nintendo Switch is our primary sales objective, and we are not considering a successor or a price cut at this time, end quote. Wow.
Yeah, so a lot of people were speculating that the Switch is gonna get a like a mini, or not like a mini as in an NES mini, but like just a smaller console.
Yeah.
Or maybe a console that didn't come with the dock, or one that didn't have the Joy-Cons. But according to the president, that is not happening anytime soon. I don't mean that he could just be lying, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
Or maybe it's just after, because the fiscal year is up in the next few months.
Mm-hmm.
Because the fiscal year is not the same as the calendar year. So maybe he just means up until the end of the fiscal year. They're not planning on releasing one.
Who knows? I'm honest. I think the Switch will do wonderfully in 2019. I think it could last until 2021, 2022 before they actually make a revision. Obviously, with it being Nintendo, they'll definitely make some kind of revision before then, I'd say. Obviously not this year, unless, he is lying. But Nintendo's smart. They definitely know what they're doing. So I'm definitely not worried about if there's going to be one, because Nintendo's definitely going to make something new, a new system. They have to. They're Nintendo. It's what they do. So, but moving on to some, interesting news. It's one of those things we threw it in there mostly because I wanted to talk about it.
I have no idea what this is.
I know. It's okay. So Game Informer wrote another article about Generation Zero, which now has a release date. So Generation Zero, background, imagine Left 4 Dead, but with machines. So you got big robots and small robots. They all have different names. We've talked about it a little bit on the show. It's definitely probably only going to be fun if you have friends you can play co-op with. The game learns and grows as you play, and it's going to be pretty cool. But you might want to know about the release date. So if you're curious...
Oh, this is that game that you were talking about a while back.
Yeah, exactly. So it finally got a release date. It will be released on March 22nd. Sorry. Yeah, I did say that. 26th. I don't know why I thought 22nd was 26th, but it's going to be coming out on March 26th. It's going to be available for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So you might be wondering, how much is it going to be? It's not that bad. The standard edition for PS4 and Xbox One is going to be $30, while the PC version is going to be $40. If you really want to dive into this lore and this game and get a collector's edition, it is available, but in my opinion, it's not worth getting. But here are the prices for the collector's edition, just in case you were curious. $80 for Xbox, $65.69 for PS4, and $80 for PC. And yes, I double checked. The price is actually $65.69 for the PS4 collection edition.
Is it like on sale or something?
No, it's just I don't know. I don't have it's just weird. It's so weird that that's the price, but that's how it is, and it's So it looks like it's going to be cool.
So this is a multiplayer game of some sort?
Correct. It's, I think, Left 4 Dead, but with machines. That's honestly the easiest way for me to describe it to people. Obviously, it's going to be more than that. It's going to be...
I never played Left 4 Dead, so...
Okay.
But I understand the premise.
Yeah, so I
just don't have any, like, nostalgia, I guess.
Gotcha. So this is... it's going to be co-op gameplay. It's going to be set in Swedish. It's going to be like a sci-fi horror game where you go toe-to-toe with Swedish robotic things you got to kill. So I'm interested in it. I think I'm gonna pick up the standard edition. I probably will pick this up on PC. Yeah, I know it's $10 more, but I think I'd rather play this. I think I have a better chance of getting people to play this on PC than I would my PS4 friends. So that's really it for that.
So apparently, according to Deadline at least, Netflix is making a Resident Evil TV show. It says here they're still looking for a showrunner, but it also says that if I'm reading this right, that it's going to be at least made partially by the people who make the movies. Is that right?
That's what I got from reading this article, and
that's a really bad thing. I hate those movies.
I will say that I like these movies, but I like them and understand that they are terrible. So don't think I think these are good movies. I just like them because it's just,
Yeah. They're like big dumb action movies. They're not Resident Evil movies. And I would
not at all.
Like to see an actual Resident Evil TV show.
So, and I know they're terrible, but
Mila, whatever her name is,
yep. Sure.
Whatever her name is.
Exactly. I have no clue.
She's going to be in the Monster Hunter movie, and when I saw that, I was like, oh no.
Exactly.
Capcom, what are you doing? Your games are so good. Stop it.
So hopefully, they won't be terrible. Because honestly, I kind of hope this is. I kind of would think this would be better if it was an animation. Kind of like how they did.
It could be cool. I mean, obviously, the easiest thing to look at there would be Castlevania.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. If they could do an animation, Resident Evil...
They could do it like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, which is also okay, too. Scooby-Doo's done pretty well so far. I mean, the only thing that is kind of stood out to me, other than that the people that made the movies did this, is that it's going to be a Netflix global original, which to me means, yes, some stuff in India, some stuff on Netflix India, they get some stuff Netflix Australia gets some stuff. Everybody gets different stuff. So to me, when they use the word Netflix Global Original, it means that everybody will be able to watch it, which is a good.
I'm assuming the Marvel Netflix shows are probably similar.
Yeah, I definitely would think. I would definitely think they are, because people watch them. They might get them at a different time, but who knows? I think this is cool. I think
it definitely could be good. I mean,
it could be good, especially with how many people are like, oh my gosh, Resident Evil Remake, PS4. I'm so excited because it looks, like we said at the top of the show, it does look incredible. So I think this is a good thing. I'm excited to see what's going to happen about it. It's interesting. So keep an eye out for that. Obviously, if there's any more news, we'll let you know about it. Unless it's bad, I guess we'll let you know if it's not a good thing too.
We'll let you know if there's bad news. Try to.
So
we have some. I don't know if it's bad news, but we do have some Metroid Prime 4 news.
I think it's good news, in my opinion. This is coming from Kotaku. Shinya Takahashi, Nintendo's development head, announced that Metroid Prime had not reached the standards they seek in a sequel to the Metroid Prime series. Takahashi said that the current development status of the game is very challenging. That is why Nintendo decided to have Tanabe, there we go, I think that's how you say it, work with Retro Studios on rebooting the development. Takahashi finished by saying, quote, "It will be a long road until the next time we will be able to update you on the development process, and development time will be extensive," end quote. I think this is a good thing.
It is. I mean, Retro, I know some people were like, I've seen some people online kind of bummed because they think that means that whatever Retro's been working on, maybe that's not going to come out anymore, maybe that's getting pushed out. And also, people are bummed because also, obviously, that means Metroid Prime 4 is not coming out anytime soon.
Exactly. I will say that, yes, this is like, kind of sad-ish news. I will say that it kind of makes me feel warm and fuzzy, not because it's not coming out, but because Nintendo released a YouTube video about it. Like, they were like, hey, clear cut, this is what's happening.
Yeah, I'm glad that they were upfront about it.
This is why it's happening. I really wish a lot more companies would do that. You know, developers, publishers, everybody. I wish more people were transparent. Hey, this is why we're making this decision. This is why it's happening, because this is really hard, and we want it to be the best thing you can do. But I guess, you know, that's just comparing apples to oranges. You know, Nintendo is, like, I'd say better in some ways when it comes to how fans perceive them and what they do. What I'm trying to say is that Bethesda can definitely take some notes from Nintendo on how they handle things with their fans.
Yeah, I mean, they can take notes from each other. That's
exactly.
Nintendo definitely has some practices that are less than savory.
Oh, of course, yes. But I definitely like how he came out and was like, hey, this is what's going on. This is why it's going on. There you go. So.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer that it's not coming out. I'm assuming. I mean, there's no way. Obviously, this is this might push this out to, like, beyond 2020 now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'd say, you know,
which sucks.
But
I mean,
you know,
I could see it maybe coming out like holiday 2020, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's 2 years away.
I mean, I think that's enough time for them to read.
But they are rebooting it, so I don't know. I think at absolute earliest, holiday 2020.
Exactly.
I need to play. I never beat. I never really played. I played Metroid Prime, the original, but it's from so long ago, and I know I didn't beat it. At least I don't think I did.
I don't think I beat it either.
Remember playing it enough to beat it, but I've heard so many people say it's so good. So I don't know. I need to get my GameCube fixed and play all my games that I never beat on it.
I will say that
I guess I got time now.
Exactly. I will say the little bit I did play the Metroid game for Wii, I did enjoy, mostly because it was motion controlled, and that was really fun. But I'm curious to see that, you know,
maybe Other M.
Maybe
that might be. I think that might be the one that people don't like.
I think at the time I just thought motion control was really cool, so I was just like, I don't think it was a good game. I just think it was cool to do the motion control.
Okay, from what I can tell, people, it's not a horrible game. It's just not compared to a lot of other.
Of course,
it's not as good. It's like gotten like 7s and 8s and stuff. It looks like.
Okay, yeah.
So not a bad game. Not a bad.
Metroid's one of those that Metroid's one of those series that I do want to dive into the games and actually see what, you know, all this stuff is about, because I didn't really do that. It wasn't.
Metroid's great. I love Metroid. I never played the. I played, you know, some of the side scroller, like 2D ones, but I never played like the FPS ones or anything.
So I want to check this out. I might do that in the future. But that's really it for the news. Anything else you want to add about Metroid or any of the other stuff?
Excuse me. Not really. I don't think so.
Okay. Well, we do have some deals for you. The Switch Pro controller is down to $59.52 on Amazon. So if you have a Switch, or you know somebody that has a Switch, or you just want to buy one of these now since it's on sale and have it in the closet for when you get a Switch, you can. It's there. And the PlayStation Classic is down to $54. So it's not that really big of a deal. People really don't want these.
100.
Yep. So I mean, I'll probably get one if it drops to like 40, maybe.
Like the most expensive I would even consider buying, it would be like 30. I've seen like the coolest thing I've seen about the PS Classic is I've seen people buy them and then load them down with literally every single PlayStation 1 game.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Like you got to get like USB stick. I'm not sure exactly how to do it.
Okay, I'm sure I can Google it.
But like they're just like scrolling through their library of games. I'm like, man, Sony, if you would have actually made this a good product, you probably could have made a lot of money.
Exactly, because $100, that's not bad. But you know,
it's pretty expensive. It's 20 more. I love my SNES Classic.
Yeah.
And it's got some of the greatest games of all time on it. Not saying that PlayStation Classic doesn't have some great games. It does, but it doesn't have nearly the games that I want. And it's like bare bones and just...
Yeah. I was looking into it, and it's actually cheaper for me to get all the games I want on just to straight out buy a PlayStation 1 and buy the games I want.
You can also buy them on like your Vita and...
That's true.
I think your
PS3.
Three,
It still has,
yeah. So
it still has access to the classic
and some of them
store.
I think are on PS4. They should probably all be on PS4.
True.
PlayStation is weird.
Yeah, it is. But that's really it for the show today. We hope you enjoyed it. It was. There's definitely gonna be some editing in this, but we'll make it the best we can for y'all to enjoy. Our intro and outro song is "Back to Business" by the Heatley Brothers. We also do a topic show, which we've mentioned a little bit throughout this show, called One Up Me. It's going to be released on Wednesday, and it's in its own separate thing. So if wherever you listen to this, you can just type in One Up Me and look for us there. It's a pretty great show. We also enjoy doing that one. We'd really love if you'd leave us a review on iTunes. That would be wonderful. And just let us know, what you like about the show. Don't know why I'm doing this outro in a weird voice. I guess because I'm kind of like worried that some utility man's going to bust open through my front door and be like, "Hey, we're here to fix the thing." I'm like, "That's very nice of you. Just move along, Johnny." What?
I showed Jake Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that is?
No, I do not.
Okay, you look up Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life after the podcast.
Okay.
Everybody out there, if you haven't seen Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life, look it up. Don't look it up in front of your kids.
Okay.
It's very strange. I'll say that.
Okay. Cool. Well, you can tweet us on Twitter at OneUpMePodcast what you think about Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life. You can follow me on Twitter at Asuelak. You can
It's
follow
a YouTube
Ryan.
video, by the way.
Okay. You can follow Ryan.
Say
You
what
can
it is.
follow Ryan on Twitter at Ryan Divisions.
As I interrupt Jordan 25 times.
Our other social media is going to be in the description as always. You can email the podcast, oneupmepodcast@gmail.com. Our Instagram is oneupmegaming, and any other links going to be in the description. Snow notes, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be all down there. If you want to get the shows early and have a Patreon exclusive podcast, you can join our exclusive Patreon. That was said really weird, but you get the point. We'd love your support, on this, helping us on this adventure we're going on. That'd be wonderful. All the tiers and stuff are on Patreon. It's pretty great. You get podcast early. We also have an Amazon affiliate link. It'd be great if you shop on Amazon. You can use that link. We get a little something. For all the latest One Up Me news, check out our website, oneupmegaming.com. And that's it. Have a wonderful week. Tell your friends. Play more video games. Drink more water. And as always, play on.